up DeFi opportunities for for XRP, right? Again, it's the biggest asset with one of the biggest communities that doesn't have DeFi, right? And being able to use this asset productively in DeFi, I think it's going to be a big thing.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up your seatbelts. Today is going to be a video breakdown that you are not going to want to miss. We're going to be jumping down the rabbit hole, showing you all that Ripple is finally integrated with governmental organizations, helping build out this new digital infrastructure in order to onboard financial institutions into the real-world asset tokenization and digital asset space. This video is going to be monumental. You're not going to want to miss any of it. We're going to be playing video clips, going through fundamentals that are never going to reach the mainstream. So if you enjoy video breakdowns like this, showing you guys devils in the details, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new here to the CYPRX platform. Let's get into the juicy information that we have to share with you guys today, because wow, today is going to be an absolute banger of a video breakdown, showing you guys so much good, valuable information that's never going to reach the mainstream. We're going to start on the ripple.com website, reading some highlights, and then I'm going to play some video clips for you guys that I've displayed to you guys before on both X and YouTube. And it is going to show you all a perspective on how massive the opportunity for the digital asset XRP is for price appreciation over the next consecutive couple of years. This is a fundamental piece from October 9th, 2024. Australia proposes a unique approach to digital asset regulation. Stick around because this video is going to full circle and it's all going to make sense, showing you guys that, again, Ripple is heavily interconnected with governmental organizations helping build out this digital infrastructure. Now, I'm not a Ripple XRP maxi. I have held it since 2017, and I have firm belief in the future price appreciation of the digital asset XRP. But I'm not marrying a bias, and it is not the only digital asset in my portfolio. It is one of the assets in my portfolio that I believe are going to perform very, very well in this next utility DeFi super cycle that we are on the precipice of experiencing in the next couple of months/years. Now, this article goes on to read, check this out. It says the future of finance is digital, and blockchain is playing a pivotal role in this transformation from blockchain-enabled cross-border payments to real-world asset tokenization. That's going to play an important role once we get into the video clips. The technology is driving operational efficiencies and opening up new avenues for value creation. Keep that in mind because we're going to get into fractionalized ownership and the tokenization of real estate. This is going to be freaking massive, people, okay? Check this out. As a result, DeFi, or decentralized finance, which we have been attempting to display to you guys and tell you to wake up and get involved because of how small the market cap for DeFi is right now, which I'm going to show you all, is projected. And then this is according to Ripple, to reach 601 billion by 2032. That is not a long time away. If you don't have a 2032 plan, you're doing this wrong, okay? But innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It thrives when clear forward-thinking regulations are in place and regulatory models come in many different shapes and sizes. So I just want to pause right there. All right, let's head over to DeFi Llama. So again, Ripple just freaking projected a $601 billion market cap in DeFi by 2032. I personally believe that that is a low ball, but again, to each his own. Okay, look at the total value locked in the DeFi space right now. We're sitting at $87 billion. That means that right now, if this market space, DeFi, does $601 billion, that is a 6x. And I know that that doesn't seem like a lot, but that is insane gains that could be made in the DeFi ecosystem and DeFi digital assets in the now. And the XRPL is going to play a massive role. As you guys have seen, front headliners, they are trying to onboard institutions into the DeFi space onto the XRPL. Well, let's just go look at the TVL locked on the XRPL right now, according to DeFi Llama. Now, I don't think that this number is accurate because there are some DEXs that are not listed here. However, this is very close. I can guarantee that on the XRPL right now, there is not $500 billion locked in TVL. There's not $100 billion locked in TVL. Shoot, there isn't even $1 billion in TVL locked on the XRPL right now. There is right now, according to DeFi Llama, only $14 million in TVL locked. If you go look at the Ethereum ecosystem right now, there is $48 billion, according to DeFi Llama, locked in TVL on the Ethereum ecosystem right now. Imagine if $48 billion migrated over to the XRP. Do y'all even understand? Even if it was just 20 billion, matter of fact, let's cut that in half. Even just $10 billion of TVL locked on the XRPL compared to where it's at now at 14 million. Do you all understand how massive an opportunity this is? And if you guys remember, okay, check this out. Do y'all remember what Monica Long said in a Blockstars interview with David Schwartz? Take a second and listen to this, and then I'm going to play some other video clips, keeping in mind that this fundamental piece just mentioned real world asset technology, right? Real world asset tokenization and the technology driving operational efficiencies, opening up new avenues for value creation. Let's listen to what these representatives have said in previous video breakdowns. Take a second here and let's listen.
Payments customers, we've supported various tokens in the payment flow. Of course, XRP as a bridge asset. So for our payments customers, we've supported various tokens in the payment flow. Of course, XRP as a bridge asset, and that position for XRP doesn't change in our view, especially as more and more types of assets get tokenized on blockchains, and there's a need for efficient liquidity between, what will increasingly become a longer and longer tail of different types of assets. Even amongst the currencies, there'll be different issuers of different currencies. And the more that transactions happen, especially right on ledger with the decentralized exchange, there'll be more and more demand for XRP as a bridge asset. That will continue.
She confirmed, right? As the real world asset tokenization space grows and as more assets come on chain, the demand for the digital asset XRP will only continue to grow. Now that goes hand in hand with what another individual said on stage, keeping in mind we're talking about DeFi, decentralized finance, right? Listen to what this individual representative said on stage on how the real world asset tokenization growth will depend on the growth of the crypto market. Okay, keeping in mind all the projections that we're going to play in today's video breakdown, which is trillions of dollars. And when I get into the fundamental piece that just came out from Ripple, a PDF that just dropped a couple weeks ago, or days ago, actually, as a matter of fact, they talk about the tokenization, the fractionalization of real estate ownership. And it is going to freaking blow your mind, the numbers that are going to come on chain. Just listen to what they say here.
The market will grow over the next 4 years from 2.5 trillion to 10 trillion forex. Are we still going to keep our market share as real world assets on chain, 7 to 8%, or are we going to outgrow this? Max, what's your view?
I think that wherever we can end up, it's important to, my opinion at least, is that first and foremost, we depend on the size of the crypto market. Because some people think that if we tokenize real world assets, then that's going to grow the pie. I actually don't think so. Because what is interesting to crypto investors is more of a barbell strategy. So if you've got stablecoin or crypto and you switch back and forth, you need to have access to US treasuries. But you need to have access to real estate from the crypto ecosystem.
So long story short, he's talking about real world asset tokenization. He's talking about DeFi. He's talking about earning yield, which I've played multiple video breakdowns before discussing and talking about your ability to take your digital assets and start earning passive income with them. That is going to be the future, and that is happening on the XRPL right now as we speak. That was a new feature that was launched this year in March with the AMM introduction. And myself and Mr. Aqua have been talking and discussing about this for the longest time, trying to get people to see that this is exactly what they're talking about. Listen, for example, David Schwartz on stage discussing and talking about DeFi. They're literally discussing and talking about DeFi. This is uploaded 2 weeks ago, people. This is how fresh all of this is. Literally on stage, this is what the co-founder of XLR mentioned on stage he is excited for is the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL. Take a second and listen here.
That's awesome. So what is XLR going to do for the EVM sidechain? So first of all, we're going to connect it.
You're going to provide a bridge, I would hope.
But yeah, I mean, as I said, I don't think we're going to enable like any, novel use cases. It's more about enabling these big asset issuers like OpenID, and we have a very close relationship with them, incredible team, and we're going to enable them to link their instance of like their stablecoin that's going to launch on XRPL with the instance of their stablecoin on Ethereum, right? So a holder of the asset can bridge it over to XRPL EVM with zero slippage, right? So you can do these interesting things where if you work closely with the issuer of the asset, you can allow them to move the asset without friction across chains. But the one thing I'm most excited about happening on XRPL is finally opening up DeFi opportunities for XRP, right? Again, it's the biggest asset with one of the biggest communities that doesn't have DeFi, right? And being able to use this asset productively in DeFi, I think it's going to be a big thing. And then
Being able to use this asset productively in DeFi is going to be a big thing. Did you all freaking hear what he just said? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. I told you guys we're not making this up. We told you to start paying attention to getting your assets working for you, which is why we created the Wealth 28 Club, literally an A to Z course of hundreds of video breakdowns explaining and showing you all how we are exposing our capital in the DeFi ecosystem to grow our wealth. That is how you're going to be able to maintain your wealth after this next bull market cycle. You're not going to want to sell your, if you're following people on the internet right now, I'm so sorry. I don't care who they are. If you're following people on the internet right now that are telling you in the next bull market cycle to sell your digital assets to buy real estate or start a business or sell back into fiat currency and have this money, this life-changing wealth, millions of dollars sitting in your bank account, unfollow them. Stop listening to what they say, because they're not going to keep and maintain and grow their wealth after this next cycle. Why would you want to sell a $50 XRP if XRP ever does go to $50 into fiat currency when you work so hard to accumulate that XRP when it was pennies, when it was worth pennies, when you can take that same $50 XRP, you can deploy into the DeFi ecosystem? Hopefully with the EVM sidechain integration, they develop some type of one-sided liquidity providing for the digital asset XRP. So you don't have to provide two-sided liquidity, and you can just provide liquidity to XRP, right? And you can earn yield on that. Why would you want to sell when you can earn yield on your XRP in the future? I'm just saying. And again, we show individuals how to do that in the Wealth 28 Club. It's so mind-blowing that people don't understand that they can do that right now. So anyways, you heard it. That's not coming from my mouth. That's coming from the co-founder of XLR. Get hip to XLR if you haven't done your research already. We have video breakdowns like that on the YouTube platform. Sitting on stage with David Schwartz saying that there has been no DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL. It's one of the biggest assets, and that DeFi is coming. Keep in mind what we just showed you guys with all these video clips, right? Monica Long on stage, Blockstars with David Schwartz saying that as the DeFi ecosystem grows, as real world asset tokenization grows, the demand for XRP is going to grow. The gentleman on stage mentioned that as the real world asset tokenization grows, so is the cryptocurrency ecosystem. They're going to rely on each other to grow hand in hand. And then you just heard the co-founder of XLR mention that he's excited for the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL. Come on now, people. Look what Ripple just put out on October 9th. They're projecting DeFi to grow to $601 billion by 2032. I just showed you guys there's only $14 million locked on the XRPL right now. Do you understand how massive that is of an opportunity? Considering the fact that XRP is probably trading at 55, 56 cents right now, something like that. Okay. I'm just saying, tap in. Okay. Don't get sold out. Don't believe people that are telling you guys to sell your XRP in the future for fiat. They're morons, in my personal opinion. Again, I don't like attacking people, but wow, anybody that sells their XRP before 2030 for fiat, God bless their soul. They're going to feel so dumb when these institutions unlock access to DeFi. Anyways, by reducing the number of intermediaries in the payment flow, blockchain-powered solutions like Ripple Payments can unlock real-time settlement and offer faster, more affordable, and transparent global payments 24/7, 365, effectively reshaping how money moves globally. Real-world asset tokenization, another transformative use case for blockchain, is expected to grow to USD $16 trillion by 2030. Traditionally, illiquid assets like real estate, art, carbon credits are tokenized on the blockchain to provide liquidity, transparency, and accessibility. Now, this is going to play a massive role, considering, again, that this is in a Ripple fundamental piece. You all remember, if we come over here, okay, 16 trillion by 2030 is what they're projecting for real world asset tokenization. And they mentioned real estate. Now, check this out. This is massive. Okay, look at what happened. This is the information that the mainstream is never going to share with you guys. This is from 6 days ago. Digital asset and fractionalization, new market models, AMM, what just dropped on the XRPL, equals increased participation and efficiency. Okay, CRC establishment. Look at what he posted on his LinkedIn. Great to be at the federal parliament today for the launch of our joint report, Key Policy Reform to Support Tokenization of Real World Assets in Australia, a collaboration between Digital Finance, or the CRC, Digital Economy of Australia, and Ripple. We had a productive discussion with Senator Andrew Bragg, Andrew Carlton, MP, Greg Medcraft, ASAC, Treasury, and others. So Ripple was a part of this, right? Keep in mind what Senator Andrew Bragg grilled Parliament for just a couple of weeks ago for having no productivity in the regulatory landscape of digital assets. Take a second and listen.
And we are doing that work. I mean, it's not the first area that was underdone and underdealt with that we're cleaning up and comprehensively responding to.
But no one in that industry no one in that industry believes you. No one would agree with that we didn't do anything. You've had 2 years and you've made no progress.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Australia's going backwards on every measure here.
Now, you guys can look at what they were talking about: tokenization of real-world asset, productivity, uplift opportunities for the Australian economy, large innovations, the position in the global economy, right? They were talking about different roadblocks. They were talking about digital token representation of real-world assets, new digital asset market sandboxes. And you can see this individual here holding up this report, key policy reforms to support tokenization of real-world assets in Australia, and Ripple was involved in this. Also, you can see Rahul Advani's name, okay? He is the global lead of the APEC region at Ripple, okay? Now, check this out. Look at this. Just to show you guys, closed-door meetings are happening behind the scenes that Ripple is playing a part of, literally writing out and helping shape the regulatory environment for digital assets and real-world asset tokenization. And we're going to get into the document real quick. I know this video has gone on, 20 minutes, give or take? But stick around, okay? This is massive. So look at these pictures right here. Check this out. This is the closed door meeting that took place. You know, everybody's happy. And look at that. Boom, right there. Ripple, Rahul Advani. Now, not only Rahul Advani, but you can also see multiple different Ripple little tiny insignias. Here's another one. There's one right there. I don't know who's sitting there at this table, but you can see another Ripple insignia and then one right here. So there are 3 Ripple participants sitting in at this closed door meeting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This is physical proof that Ripple is sitting in on these closed door meetings, literally in governmental meetings, discussing and talking about regulatory clarity, real world asset tokenization. Where's Stellar here? Where's the Hedera Foundation, or where's the HBAR Foundation? Where's Quant in this meeting? I'm not bashing any of these other, ISO 222 utility asset tokenization platform, whatever. Okay, I'm just showing you guys that Ripple is always at the forefront. Nobody can compete with Ripple. That's why I follow this stuff. Okay, I'm not a Ripple XRP maxi, but it is physical proof that nobody can compete with Ripple. They're always at the forefront. Okay, so I thought that I'd bring this information and I'd share that because it is massive. Let's get into the document real quick, and then I'm going to play one last video clip, and I'm going to leave you guys here. So here's the document. Okay. If we scroll up to the top, you can see key policy reforms support tokenization of real-world assets in Australia, Digital Economy Council of Australia, Ripple, October 2024. So this is fresh, okay? This is fresh. This is what the mainstream is never going to show you. So you mean to tell me an organization that's doing something illegal like selling securities, right, and getting sued by the SEC is sitting in with the Australian government discussing and talking about regulatory clarity and policy reforms? Come on now, people, put 2 and 2 together. Wake up. Let's wake up, okay? If we come down here to page 10, this is what's going to blow your mind. This is where we're going to get into the trillions of dollars. They talk about fractionalization and liquidity. And it says right here, high value assets such as real estate are typically illiquid and difficult to transfer quickly due to the requirement for large capital outlays and complex legal processes. Tokenization allows for fractional ownership, making it easier to buy and sell smaller portions of an asset. This increases flexibility and enhances liquidity. However, the ownership of tokenized units, where there is an active market and liquidity exists, remove this barrier and will allow new opportunities for the value of illiquid assets to be unlocked. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and subscribe, because listen to what Paul Brody said the other day. And I played this video clip for you guys. This has almost 500 views. That's it. 500 people have seen this video. Listen to what he says here. This is monumental.
To buy you a nice place in central London or San Francisco, right? 400 trillion. There's another 379 trillion in real estate, right? Gold is 13 trillion by itself. And then you get to the entire crypto ecosystem is like 2.5 trillion, right? I'm not going to say all of this money is going into crypto, but quite a lot of it will end up in crypto, and a huge amount of it is going to end up in tokenized digital assets, right? Not because
the global blockchain leader at EY just said that a large portion of this money, and he mentioned the number 379 trillion tokenized real estate, right, is going to come into the cryptocurrency markets. Ladies and gentlemen, I've rested my case here. Hopefully I've shared with you guys now why you should be getting involved in DeFi, why you should be paying attention to Ripple and XRP, why you should be paying attention how early we are in this space. The numbers that we're seeing right now are peanuts, people, compared to what is about to happen. So many people are being misled to believe that this was supposed to all happen overnight. It was not. It was never meant to be that way. right? And if you understand that, you take a step back and you understand how long this is going to take. And even if it takes a couple more years, the opportunity here, if you miss out on this, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And with that being said, make sure that you guys are subscribed. I do appreciate the love and the support. Smash that thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video breakdown. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but I had so much, and I always have so much juicy information to give you guys. I can't make short videos. I had people comment, they were like, you got to make shorter videos. I was like, I can't. There's so much good, valuable information that I got to pack into these videos. It's impossible. Right. With that being said, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy the digital asset. XRP teaches own, assess your own personal risk properly. And I will see you guys in the next video breakdown.